My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm viewing La Nuit de l'Homme, Les Parfums by Yves Saint Laurent. The price is £79 to £99. It's kind of all over the place. This is an amber fougere fragrance for men. Fragrance launched in 2010. Top notes are pepper, anise, bergamot. Middle notes are fruit note, lavender, labdaman. Base notes are vanilla or vanille, patchouli, and vetiver. Do we have our bottles of Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent? I'm engaged with the higher self. Let's get testing. Let's apply the fragrance and go for the notes. So I'm expecting, because it's parfum, it's going to be the most intense, dark, rich. That aniseed note is sticking out for me. That's the first thing I'm picking up. This is quite interesting. It's changing on my skin. This smells different to the range. So my criticism was that it all smells like the same, kind of manipulated slightly. This smells very different. This smells like a really different sort of perfume. That aniseed note mixed with sort of wood notes, mixed with a little bit of vanillin, flatter, darker. Please leave your comments below if this is super radiant on you. I am not sure how I feel about this fragrance. The Luxe Loan and other wood notes are giving this a pencil shavings sort of smell to it. You know, sort of pencil shavings smell. I picked that up in quite a few fragrances. Aniseed note, peppery note, based upon isosuper, diagemasno. The aroma chemicals have been jiggled right around this time. I say it's a completely different formula. It smells completely different to me, which is surprising. Dark, rich. I don't like the aniseed note, so I'm going to put that straight out there. I don't like that. I think it would have been better to go with something, else. It has a slight brightness to it, but it's very heavy, very intense. Ethylene bracelet. Must to give sort of like a berry-like quality and metallic nature to it as well. I know it's hoping to give sort of like an oriental feel. I'm very curious as to what you think actually about this. If it's super radiant on you, this is really heavy. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it helps me to understand how things are on you. I do not communicate with people who love fragrances. I don't communicate with people who, who work in a shop or anything. So I don't know. So you're my point of reference. Please leave a comments below if you love this, if you got it. I'm very, very interested. Very, very flat to my skin. Hardly any radiance at all. And I think that's the reason for that is because the way the hedione has been positioned incredibly far down the formula, just to give a slight bit of fresh floral nature to it. The major constituent is the sort of the isoe supers. The way it's constructed is not really giving me what I want. It's sort of very dark, with the vetiver and the patchouli, slight bit of citruses, slightly warmed up with vanillin. On to my final thoughts. I don't like this at all, if I'm going to be really honest with you. It's kind of like my least favorite. That sort of like aniseed note isn't my favorite. Aniseed is my least favorite thing. There is a drink which smells of aniseed, and when I was 16, when I was being very, very naughty and drinking, one of my friends got so drunk on this drink that he was sick. So subsequently, I can't stand the smell of aniseed. So maybe that's, doing it for me. So I kind of really want to wash this off. Not doing it for me at all. But that's fine. I don't like the combination of sort of like woods, aniseed, patchouli and musk. It's so heavy and dense, which sort of fits the name, but it's so flat on my skin and I can hardly smell it, and I don't really want to apply more because of the aniseed note. Do you love aniseed? Is it a note that you gravitate to? I don't see it very often. On a plus side, I do like the sort of licorice nature. It's sort of a bit licoricey as well. So I do like the licorice darkness of it. I like the wood aspect to it. I like the musk accord. I like the sort of construction on it. But I don't like the aniseed note, so I'm not really going to get on with this, am I? I'm going to mark it a 6 out of 10. I don't like it at all, but I think it's really well constructed. I mean, the perfumery is great. So the construction of it is, great. The perfumers did a great job, but I don't like aniseed. So I don't really want to put this on my skin, which is absolutely fine because we can really detest some notes, and we can love other notes. I would have gone in a different direction completely for a PARFUM version of this. I would have done something really, really different. I would have gone a completely different direction. You know, I think the aniseed ruined it slightly. I think if they'd have put in some other notes, I think some more woody notes. I would have put in some more vibrant woody notes to the formula. I would have made it more sort of vanilla-y. I would have given it sort of a slight more lift to it with sort of white floral notes. I would have made it more patchouli dominant, actually. I would have added in some sort of rose notes or geranium or something. I would have gone in a completely different direction to it. And this is not giving me sort of dark gothic sort of either. I mean, I've never met a gothic who likes aniseed or licorice, but there you go. I would have gone with sort of labdaman and vanilla. I would have gone for that. I really would have made it like a vanilla-y masculine fragrance. That's kind of would have been really great. This is so flat I can hardly smell it. So for me, that's not for me at all. But I do want to say that even though I do not like aniseed, because it reminds me, that's quite amazing, isn't it? That triggered off a whole series of memories, and how I felt then definitely had more energy than being nearly 50 when you're 16, but hey ho, and daring as well. I think that if you love aniseed and sort of labdaman and leather and all of that thing, I want to stress that this really, really could be for you. And I would always say fragrances so subjective, and I would say go and test it. Always test a fragrance, put it on your skin and walk out, because somebody could be like, I love the smell of leather, I love the smell of wood, and I love the smell of aniseed and labdaman. Yeah, but it just smells very thick, dark, treacly, sort of very heavy and dense for me, and that's kind of not. I like some vibrancy in my fragrances, even the fragrances that are dark. But this could really work for you. This could just be like the most amazing fragrance. Where I'd recommend this is sort of like the evening for night. Maybe it gets better when you wear it on your skin. I don't know, I'd need to layer it with something, but it could absolutely be for you. So I would implore you to go and try this. But if you sort of like the fragrances I like, I don't think this is going to be for you. So love that review, thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content, lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.